Google just dropped a tool called Nano Banana. You might have heard of it. Everybody is using it to make some next level AI content. But I have yet to see somebody actually show you how to use it to make money. And even better than that, I'm about to show you how to use this tool for free and use it to turn it into a profit machine. Now, this isn't theory. I've been selling online for over 10 years. I've been selling AI marketing services for the last 3 years. In fact, my AI marketing business in the last 30 days generated around $57,000 in revenue. This is my Square account. I'm gonna hit refresh so you can see it's live, it's active. I like to share this on my stream so people know what I'm doing. If I filter out last month, you'll see $57,000 in revenue. Now, this is 100% income from working with small businesses in my area. Now, this isn't some push button, get rich quick scenario. I'm running an actual business and I'm using AI tools to shortcut my success. And these tools, which I'll be showing you in this video, allow me to generate leads, sales, and recurring cash flow that comes in each month, which is what this video is about. I'm going to give you a step-by-step blueprint on how you can seize this opportunity. Use Nano Banana to get customers to pay you monthly subscription services if you follow along, take action, and you are willing to put in the work that it takes to be successful. Now, real quick before we get into all that, if you like this topic of getting clients and building an online business, then I'd like to do something special for you and offer you my 4-part AI fast track training for free. This training is where we spend even more time together giving you my tactics to get AI subscriptions. Again, those pay me monthly. That's the whole goal. I've been obsessed with generating subscription income, and that is the whole goal for everybody that I try to teach on my channel, to generate that type of cash flow. These are payments that come in month after month. And I'm also going to give you a 30-day free trial to the AI tool that I use and will be demoing in this video to get clients and run my business. It's totally optional if you want it, but I'm giving that 30-day trial to you in the 4-part AI fast track training. So just be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, like this video, and not required, but always appreciated, consider sharing this video with a friend who should start making some money with AI. And then lastly, just comment below. I'll send you a direct link to the AI fast track training, the software, and the other bonuses and prompts that I'll be using in this video to have AI help me to generate lead lists and bring those leads into paying customers. So let's talk more a little bit about Nano Banana. For those of you that haven't heard of it yet, it's Google's new image model. Gemini 2.5, in fact, and they gave it this name called Nano Banana. Now, if you have ever tried to generate some AI content before, and I'm talking about images and video and things like that, you'll know that it is pretty difficult. It's still, a little wonky, or in the past it was, and it just seems to be getting better and better at a rapid rate. And that's why we are here today. Because of this improvement, I'll show you some of these things in action here. The changes are unlocking an opportunity for us to get more clients and have more success selling AI marketing services. And so one of the big challenges in creating content in the past with AI was, if you asked AI to generate an image for you, you'd get an image of a person, for example, and then you try to use it to create another image of that same person, but you could never get the same image over and over. Maintaining character consistency is a huge upgrade to this. Now, being able to create and produce the same character over and over in your images will allow you to unlock this opportunity of creating content for small business owners. And so the timeline for this video, I'm going to jump back into that news and more about Nano Banana in a second. But the timeline for this video is why we're going to be using this tool, why this tool allows us to be so successful with this money-making opportunity. I'm also going to show you how to spell check the word someone, how you can find someone to pay you for this service, and how to generate free content with Nano Banana that makes money. And then at the end of this, I'm going to show you how to automate the entire process with AI software. So whether you are brand new, I'm clearly going to give you the step-by-step process from the beginning to the end. And if you've already gotten some customers online before, then this is something that you can add into what you're existing doing for a low output type of service to generate some monthly cash flow. Now, I want to give you an idea of the prospect, the idea of this opportunity, and why it is so successful, right? Why Nano Banana? So Nano Banana's core focus was to create existing images to create, or using text to create existing images. So think about it as inputting into ChatGPT and getting images and media in response, right? So rather than having to use Photoshop in the past, Adobe Photoshop, if you guys have tried that, it's difficult. You got to know how to use it. It takes a lot of time. Many hours I've dedicated to my life in trying to figure out how to use Photoshop, and I'm still not even really what I would consider an expert. Now, you can use Nano Banana and just keep telling it what to do through text rather than having to edit these videos yourself. So, as I mentioned, you also have the ability to maintain a consistent likeness of people. So how does this translate into money? Why is this so valuable? Well, in my company, we get paid monthly to offer AI subscription-based services to small businesses. Small businesses are great prospects. Prospects are people who could potentially pay you because they have a problem, or you can find people that have a problem and offer to solve that problem for a fee. Small businesses usually have cash flow or income to invest back into their business to grow it even more. And so with the growth of AI and the new technology that is out there, every day there seems to be more opportunity to point out problems that people have, businesses have, and solutions that you can use AI to offer to fix them. And that's where you and I come in, and we get paid in the process if we can find some businesses that have a problem and offer to solve that problem for a fee. Now, the problem in this situation is having an active social media presence. Now, all business owners know that they need an active social media presence, but not all business owners are actively creating content, posting on social media. Why? Because it can be costly, it can be time consuming. You have a lot of labor there. You have to hire production, videographers, photographers. You have to create sets. You have to have people out there, models, whatever, to actually create the content. And although business owners know they need this, a lot of them, you'll find, have tried to maintain some sort of status quo, or at least a minimum amount of content when first starting their business, but then have just dropped off the map because they can't keep up with it. They're busy running their business. Creating content is this additional thing that is usually very difficult for businesses. And I'm going to give you some examples. I'm going to show you how we use AI to uncover businesses that have somewhat of a social media presence but haven't posted in a long time, because those are the ones that are the ideal customers that would potentially pay you for this service that I'm going to show you. So now you know about the opportunity, right? Small businesses not having an active social media, it's a problem for them, because if I am looking to go and take a stand-up paddleboarding tour in Hawaii, and I find a business online and I go to look them up on social media, and I see that they haven't posted to Instagram or Facebook about any paddleboard activities or lessons or tours in the last year, I'm going to wonder if they're still in business. If anybody even likes going on these tours, I'm probably going to move on to the next company, because there are probably other ones out there that have a very fresh and relevant social media page. And so not posting on these platforms could be costing them business. And most business owners know that. They just choose to do what they can without being able to do that. And that is where this solution comes in, right? Now we can use Nano Banana to create content that is of a brand with the same character consistently. So think employees or potential, I'll give you some examples, but potentially people on the same tours or purchasing the same service over and over in different images and content. So it looks a lot of, like, there's a lot of brand consistency, where in the past it wasn't, right? This is an AI image of this girl, and they have moved her into all these different sports, right? Chess player, race car driver, archery, soccer, volleyball, skateboarder. In the past, if you tried to do this, you would get a different person in each image. So now that you can create multiple images of the same person, it allows you to have brand consistency, where this media package, we'll call it a package or a grouping here, will allow you to create a visual representation of your brand that's bigger than it actually is. You can also do things like change the background through text, right? Remove stains off of a t-shirt, make a black or white photo a color photo, lots of different things through text. And rather than just kind of go through a lot of these images, I'm going to give you some examples. But like, for example, this blog post talks about taking this candle and telling it to remove its background, right? Use the same candle, put it on the state-of-the-art Blue Fair ribbon winning pumpkin that has been spray painted X with graffiti. I mean, in the past, to do that, you would have to have been a Photoshop wizard to make that happen. But you no longer need that. You can use Nano Banana, which is such a funny title. So jumping back to my timeline, right? We talked a little bit about why Nano Banana. It's a new piece of AI technology that allows you to create these custom types of images with character consistency. Why this is a money-making opportunity, because small businesses know they need it, but they don't have the time, money, attention to be able to do it themselves. Now I'm going to show you how to find some of these small businesses to pay you, and it's relatively simple. I go to ChatGPT and I type in a prompt. This is the prompt. I run a digital marketing agency in Maui. We're looking to expand. My ideal clients are in the travel and activity home service space. Make me a detailed list of 50 leads from travel and activity space in Maui. You're going to repurpose this prompt for yourself with your own industry you'd like to target, your own location. I recommend just looking for businesses in your local area, because you have the ability to speak to that area. So if you're brand new and you live in California, trying to get a customer in New York City is a little more difficult than getting a customer maybe in your small area. Also, pro tip, you can get your next client probably from being in your phone, a business that you already frequent, your barbershop, your pet groomer, somebody that comes to your house to clean your windows. A lot of those businesses or relationships or connections are really low-hanging fruit, because you already have some sort of a relationship with them. They've already seen you in person. There's already some trust there. So I would recommend also starting there if you want to have, shortcut your success. Collect all their business information, business name, city, phone number, website, email address. Now, the tool's going to sometimes ask you, or at least prompt you and say, hey, we can't gather somebody's private cell phone, but we can give you the public-facing number of the company, which is totally fine too, right? Their public-facing email is great as well. So the tool put together this list for me. 50 leads in the travel and activity space. Remember, I'm giving you this prompt that I shared here. It's in this document. I have this document put together for you. You get access to the AI Fast Track training. I give you a bunch of other bonuses, but you see my prompts here. I have a recorded call that I give you just free, where you hear me close a deal live on the phone. I'm also going to give you email templates that you can use to close deals through email. I have a really good social media post that brings in clients too that I'm going to show you for this. So remember, like the video, subscribe, comment below, and I'll send you this document. And of course, 30 days to the software that we're going to be demoing too. So you put your lead list together, right? You got 50 businesses or so. And now you just want to spend a little time copying their name, going to Facebook, and finding the businesses that have, this is very important, they have to have anywhere from 500 followers and haven't posted within 6 months to a year. So 500 followers means that they have somewhat of a following, they're somewhat of a healthy business, they're live, they're not brand new, right? You don't want to work with a brand new business that has no cash flow. So this helps you pre-qualify a business that has at least 500 followers. And then one that hasn't posted in a long time, because if they have posted before, then that means they clearly understand the value. But if they haven't posted in quite some time, then it means that they don't have enough money, they don't have enough time, they don't have attention. So it would be easy for you to come in and offer them an irresistible offer, which I'm going to give you, which is just using Nano Banana to create 2 weeks of free AI content for them, very targeted content for them and their business. And we're going to do this together in this video. So if you're going to offer to give them 2 weeks of free content, they're going to say, sure, why wouldn't they turn you down? They haven't posted in 6 months to a year. So obviously they see the value in that. They know they need the value, and you're giving it to them for free. And then you're going to say, and by the way, if you want more content beyond this, we can talk about that later. I'm going to give you an email template that's going to make a lot more sense for you. So look, I have my lead list here, right? I've pulled up a couple people before the video. I found one company that fit the bill. Maui stand-up paddleboarding. You see they have almost 1,000 followers, right? And they have not posted since 2024, August 2024. So almost a full year of not posting. But look, if I scroll down, I see that they've posted many, many times in the past. So they know that there's value in posting. Obviously, they have posted and taken a lot of time to create this type of content in the past. But, to create this content, you have to have a tour guide. You have to have customers. You have to be out there. They have to divert their attention to create this content. Then they have to come back to social media and post and do all that. So you take this lead list, you guys. I see some people asking questions. Where in Facebook? Just take this lead list and then go to Facebook and search for the businesses' names right here in the top. Just search for them. Type it in. And then just do a little Facebook stalking to find businesses that have followers and haven't posted in a long time. Now, when you find this type of business, again, I'm going to give you this email prompt that you can just send to them. The subject line, just noticed something about your page. Hope this doesn't come out of left field. I was checking out your business online. Noticed you got a solid social media following. Looks like you haven't posted in a while. I totally get it. Running a business is crazy, but I couldn't help thinking you've got people already paying attention to you. That's rare. Most businesses would love to have that kind of audience, and every day they don't hear from you is money left on the table. This works well because they know they're leaving money left on the table, right? Anyway, I help businesses like yours stay active online and connect with their followers. No pressure or anything, but I'd be happy to create 2 weeks of free content for you just to show you what it could look like. No catch. If you like it, cool. We can chat more. If not, no big deal. You got a couple weeks of quality posts done for free. Now, 2 weeks to create 2 weeks of posts is probably 10 minutes of my time using Nano Banana, which we're going to go through. And then after that, we're just going to use a tool that I give you 30 days free of to schedule those posts to go out for 2 weeks for that business. And it goes out to their Instagram, their LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Google Business, multiple profiles all at the same time, which also saves them time and money. And do you guys see how the irresistible offer that I'm giving you now to share with these prospects, right? 2 weeks of free content is valuable. That's a great way to do it. Here's another example of a way to get a client. Just want to be giving you the value here. Go to social media and type this post in. Make sure you use one of these colorful backgrounds. Business owners want 2 weeks of done-for-you social media content for free. Comment yes below and I'll send it to you. Go into Facebook groups. Post this on your social media. Again, this uses your connection network to go on and do that. Now let's talk about Nano Banana because I saved that for the end. This is Nano Banana. It's actually Google's AI Studio. You press this button, try Nano Banana, and you just give it any text. Generate an image of a banana wearing a costume. But what I do, once I find a business that I want to sell, I just come here, and I've already made some posts, so I'm going to pull up my history for you. And one of the things that I did too is I pulled their logo off of social media, right? You can see I pulled their logo off of social media, and I used Nano Banana. And for those of you that haven't seen it before, you're going to be blown away by what this tool can actually do for you and your potential customers. So I said, I want to make a media kit for this paddleboard activity company in Maui. Give me some custom images that I can use to work their logo into paddleboards, t-shirts, and other realistic photos. I like to post for them on social media to help them get more activity bookings. Look at this image. This girl in Hawaii wearing, like, the logo on the paddleboard, the logo on the shirt is insane. Now, sure, I'm from Hawaii, so I know the ocean, the landscape, and this isn't actually Hawaii, but it looks damn near close to it. So if you're not from here and you're looking to book a tour here, you're not going to know any difference if this is Hawaii or not. Look at the ocean too. I mean, it looks beautiful. So, oh, by the way, Nano Banana right now is giving you 100 images per day for free. And so right now, and I don't know how long this is going to be offered for, but you can have a free account and create 100 images per day. And you can actually see the credits that I have going here, token count in the top right-hand corner. So how cool is this image, right? You can see how this image could be posted here, and you would never, the customer would never know a difference that this is AI related. So imagine being somebody that doesn't even know this business. You've never gone out on a paddleboard tour. You don't have to follow around with them with a camera, but you can create content that is created specifically for them and their brand and now post for them on social media. This is a huge value add. You're going to save them time, money, attention, and this is why people pay us month after month. And remember, our goal with this is not to just give somebody 2 weeks of content for free. It's to sell them a monthly package. So, in my business, we sell $1,000 per month packages, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. It depends on what you are selling. But what I recommend is if you're going to give somebody 2 weeks of content for free and then they accept it and then they say, hey, can we keep doing that? I would sell nothing less than $1,000 a month. Maybe if you're brand new, $500 a month to post every other day to their social media. If you want to post every day, $1,000 a month. And again, to create this type of content is actually very quick. It's not taking me a long time to show you how to use this prompt to create this image. Now, even beyond that, it created a close-up shot of a paddleboard with the ocean and the logo. I mean, look at the water on this paddleboard. Look at the fish underneath in the ocean. This one, you would never know that is an AI-generated image. A group of friends laughing and enjoying themselves while paddleboarding. Like, are you blown away with the level of content and images that you can create? Do you see how you can monetize this for a small business? Now, it's not 100%. This one I didn't like because she's like duck diving on a paddleboard, this is like an impossible thing to do. If you can do that, go that deep, you're a gangster. With the turtle and the fish. I mean, it's still a cool image, but it's actually not something that somebody could really do. But 2 out of 3, right? And then I started a new chat and I wanted to play with it even more. Somebody says, what if someone is missing a social media page? Is that something that we can be targeted or should we avoid it? If somebody doesn't have a social media page, this is obviously something you can offer to set it up for them. But me and like what I'm looking for, like a lot of people send out thousands of emails. I don't want to send out thousands of emails. I want to send out 5, 10, 20 emails that are very targeted, and I'm sending them to the right person. The right person is, remember my slides? Going back to this, our ideal prospect, a business owner, somebody who is problem aware, which is a problem aware person in this scenario is somebody who has a social media account because they understand the value in that. They've posted before in the past, so they know that they need to be doing this, but if they haven't posted in a long time, it's a problem. And so what you skip when you find somebody who doesn't have a social media account is they may not really understand the value in the social media. So you might have to sell that to them to actually get them on board. You're jumping ahead. This is a shortcut to find somebody who has a profile, has a little following, 900 followers, 500 or more is what I recommend, but hasn't posted in a year. This person knows the value, right? They know the value. They've done it before, but they just don't have the time, money, attention, or something is stopping them from doing this, which is why if you come in with an irresistible offer, giving them 2 weeks using my email template, or call them up if you want, and then, or post on social media, right? I've given you that post as well. That irresistible offer is something that is very difficult for this business to say no to. And so I like to go that route. So I've shown you why we're using Nano Banana and how to use it to make money, how to find somebody to pay you, how to generate free content. I actually had one more image that I want to show you. Look at this. So generate an image of a female instructor giving a stand-up paddleboard lesson in Hawaii. That one is actually Diamond Head, but there's no hotel over there. So but you wouldn't know the difference. This looks like a beautiful image. I asked the same person to give an a lesson to multiple people. So this is where Nano Banana shines, right? Give me an image of the same group of people sitting on a beach enjoying themselves eating lunch. Same group of people. So you can create not just an image that looks like this company is doing something cool on social media, but you can create a consistent storyline of an entire day, right? We have what started out as a small group tour in downtown Waikiki, and then we ended up in this location, all of the same people, and then we're on the beach enjoying lunch. And so the level of value that you're able to give using these AI tools now, it's just getting better and better. And so if you're sleeping on this, you guys, I highly encourage you to spend some time following the tactics that I'm sharing with you in this video and developing the skills. And by skills, I mean, really, it comes down to just using these AI tools to create content and images. And then now, as I mentioned, I want to show you how to automate the process to post to social media for these businesses using a tool called High Level. So High Level is a Swiss Army knife of tools that you get to sell AI marketing services to small businesses. Now, I've rebranded High Level to my own company name. It's called Nano Marketing. So this app, this software, it looks like it's my own app, like I've built it, which is great because I can give one of these dashboards with all these tools. You can see all the tools on the left-hand side here. Payments, you can collect payments through this tool. You can do email marketing. You can build websites. You can do reputation marketing. You can do so many things to this tool. So this tool is essentially our toolbox for generating cash flow in the AI marketing business. Now, back in the day, I used to be a mechanic, right? I have the toolbox where I have my wrenches, my impact guns, my Allen wrenches, all those things. I had to buy all those tools, and I use those tools to work on cars, and that's how I make my money. Similarly, to start an AI marketing business, you're going to need an email tool, right? A web page tool, a calendar tool, a way to collect payments. All that's built into this. So if you're trying to make money online using AI marketing, this tool, High Level, gives you all of those tools built into one place for one low fee. And remember, I'm giving you 30 days free. So if you like this idea and this tactic that I've been sharing with you with this social media AI Nano Banana strategy, comment below this video. I'll send you my 4-part AI fast track training. You get 30 days free of this. And we also show you how to get more clients, other tactics to get more clients. And you can follow along, and hopefully you can be like some of the people in my Facebook group that have followed these methods, put in the work and followed these methods. This is somebody on my last stream said, I do 5 posts a day for a company. I work and I make 2 to 3K every month. That person has taken action. I have to say that with the testimonials. I'm not saying you're going to be able to replicate that instantly, but look, they're making $2,000 to $3,000 every month, posting five times a day for a company. Somebody in my Facebook group the other day said, is this legit? I feel like this is 2008 stuff. And a bunch of people in the community commented below and said, I have these types of clients. Small business owners don't have time to learn technology. That's why they hire people to do these things for them. I know for us, it seems super easy, but not for them. This is exactly correct. For us, this might seem super easy, but for the average business owner, they're busy doing the tours. They're busy doing all the things it takes to run the business. Somebody said most of the time, small business owners find their time more important than learning particular things on their own, so they just pay for it. I mean, this is 1000% true for me and my business, and I have multiple businesses, but in my AI marketing company, we were recognized this year as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. And we didn't get that recognition until we started using AI marketing tools and using AI to help streamline and shortcut our success. And this company now is pretty big. The tactics I'm giving you are stuff that we are using within the company, but I'm saying all this to say that me being a business owner, I am fully aware of there's lots of things that happen in this company that I am willing to pay somebody else to do than do it myself. Just like what this person said, other businesses, their mindset is for hiring somebody to post to their social media. I mean, I guarantee you, this person who owns this company just doesn't have the time and attention. And if you came in with 2 weeks of free content for them that looked like this, with their logo on the boards, paddle boarding in Hawaii, it looks like you were following them around. They're gonna wonder if you were stalking them. How did you create these images? If you come at them with something like this, they're gonna be baffled. And they're gonna take you up on 2 weeks for free. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the social planner in high level, and then you're just gonna schedule all the posts to go out to their social accounts for the next 2 weeks for free. So here's the thing. Some people are wondering, how do we get access to their social media to post for the 2 weeks of free content? So what we do, and the nice thing about high level, is when you get somebody that says yes, we actually let them come here and integrate all of their social media. They connect their social media, so they never give you their password. So it's very trustworthy. There's an easy layer of trust. So they connect their social media, and you just come in here and you click this button, create new post. And high level allows you to select all the platforms that you want to post to, or just one or two or whatever. And then there's AI built into this as well. So if I wanted to use AI to create the text for this content, so what is the main message or key point you want to communicate in this content? Why stand-up paddleboard lessons in Hawaii are so awesome. And what do I want to achieve? More stand-up paddleboard lesson bookings. That's the goal, right? And you can choose your tone of voice, professional, persuasive. Look, we go through this in far greater detail in the 4-part fast track training. I'm trying to breeze through this because I take your time and attention very seriously, and there's a lot more that you can do with this tool, but I want to give you the minimum viable setup so you can see how valuable it is and how easy this tool makes posting on social media for your new customer. So again, I'm using this tool to write the text, and then I'm using Nano Banana to create the image. And so I can quite literally just download the tool and then go back to high level, and you can see it's already created the content. Experience the unparalleled thrill of stand-up paddleboard lessons in Hawaii. I mean, that's plenty good enough for me. There's 3 other versions here. If I want to make them better, I can certainly do that, but I'm not going to do that in this video. And then I just take my AI generated image and I just upload it. Go to my download section. Boom. And voila. I have created a very professional AI looking image with text, and you can see I can schedule it to go out on Google Business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I can schedule it for later. I can schedule the post here. Schedule the post for later. So when you get your clients that are going to pay you, whatever you sell it to them for, $1,000 a month or $500 a month, what you're going to do is you're going to create 30 days of content, and then you're just going to schedule it to go out. So you do the work in 2 hours time for the whole month. And when you want to go from being a white belt in this to being a blue belt, you will start to hire people to create the content and schedule it for you. And that's how you go from having just 1 client to 5 clients to 10 clients to 20 clients. I mean, me in my company right now, I have over 50 clients. This is our active client list from our project management software. I have over 50 clients, and we're making close to $2 million. And I have a team running and fulfilling these clients. And not all these clients are buying social media posting as a service. Once they buy something small from us for $500 or $1,000, or maybe they just buy a website from us, we have a process to start to sell them more, because now we have gotten our foot in the door. Now they know us. Now they trust us. We're posting on their social media. They're like, hey, what else can you do for us? Well, now we can sell them other things that we unlock through high level. And that is why I consider my business using this high level software as a profit center for all of my other companies that we do marketing for. We use this tool to continue to unlock profit and value. And over time, We get someone to pay us $500 a month, to $1,000 a month, to $2,000 a month, to $3,000 a month. And we just like working with the same people over and over. You know, you're going to see a lot of fake gurus on the internet that are saying to sell, you know, $10,000 products to people and how to get how to get thousands of clients. I mean, I'm realistic, and I think I'm realistic because I'm actually doing this, unlike a lot of people who say they are, but they're not. And my goal is to have the least amount of clients as possible, but make as much money as I can, because it just comes with a lot less headache. And so how do we do that? We sell something of great value, or maybe even give it away to get our foot in the door. This is our irresistible offer, 2 weeks of free content. And then we establish trust, relationship. Once we do that, we're in a position to maybe sell something for $500 to $1,000 per month, hopefully. Once we do that, now we can do more, unlock more, unlock more. So if what I'm sharing with you is something that is making your ears perk up and you want to start to grow your business, take me up on my 4-part AI fast track training. It's free. I'm also giving you 30 days to high level to follow along. You can use high level and Nano Banana to get your first or your next client. We also give you other client getting tactics. I'm also giving you the prompt list from this video. So with that, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You got some value out of it. If nothing else, you're going to start using Nano Banana because it's free for 100 images per day. Start playing around with it. I am putting the chat right now to the AI fast track for the people that showed up live. Appreciate you guys being live on all my streams. And yeah. Oh, one final thing. My Facebook group. Go to offlinesharks.com/Facebook. It's free. If you need support, you have questions, there's 20,000 other AI marketing agency members in here. This is my co-founder, Tom Gaddis. You might see him from time to time. Every single week, we do trainings. We shout out the people who are winning, having success. People are asking questions. This is a fantastic strategy group. So if you're new and you want to just get started and start getting some support, or if you're thinking about joining the AI Fast Track training and you just want to know if there's other people that are having success with this, come here and just search the hashtag win. And you'll see people like Cody who are putting in the work to be successful. Just close this $575 a month deal, a website transfer for $1,500. Greg, $1,000 a month deal. Alberto, you know, every week we shout out people in this community that are taking action and getting clients. And so, yeah, I mean, again, I just want to see you be successful. The support, the community is free. It's there. The fast track training is free. Comment below. I'll send that to you, and I'll see you in the next video.